What if I told you that the life you've been dreaming of, a life filled with authentic adventure, profound discovery, and maybe even finding that special someone, isn't a far-off fantasy that costs a fortune? What if it's a tangible reality you can unlock for less than the price of a cramped apartment in a single American city? Forget the monotonous grind of the soul-crushing 9 to 5. Forget the endless cycle of bills and the nagging feeling that you're just a cog in a machine you didn't build. We are about to break free from that matrix. We are about to embark on a globe-spanning journey to 10 incredible countries where it's not only possible, but enjoyable, to live a full, exciting life on a budget of just $700 a month. But this journey is about so much more than just saving money. It's about a radical upgrade in your quality of life. It's about gaining a world of priceless experience. And yes, in these hand-picked destinations, you'll find not only breathtaking landscapes and deep, rich cultures, but also stunningly beautiful women who are celebrated for their warmth, their fierce intelligence, their captivating femininity, and a genuine openness to meeting and connecting with foreigners. There's a massive interest in this topic online, with countless videos scratching the surface. But today, we're not scratching the surface. We're giving you the deep dive, the full-fledged blueprint for a new life. For each of our 10 countries, we'll meticulously break down the real cost of living, from the price of a comfortable apartment to a life-changing plate of street food. We'll explore the unique soul and energy that makes each destination an absolute must-see. And we'll dive deep into the dating scene, offering real, respectful, and actionable insights into meeting and building a genuine connection with the incredible women who live there. So, get a pen, open your notes app, and prepare to have your worldview expanded. The life you thought was out of reach starts right now. Number 1, Slovenia. We begin our countdown with our number 1 spot, a true hidden masterpiece. It's a country that probably isn't on your radar, but it absolutely should be. Welcome to the green heart of Europe, Slovenia. This is a pocket-sized paradise that has everything you could ever dream of packed into one small nation. The majestic snow-capped peaks of the Julian Alps, a fairy tale-like capital city that feels designed for humans instead of cars, a glittering sliver of Mediterranean coastline, and a national culture built on health, nature, and quiet sophistication. It's the perfect, seamless blend of Slavic warmth, Italian flair, and Germanic efficiency. And the women? They are a perfect reflection of their country, naturally beautiful, active, highly educated, and possessing an effortless, understated coolness. Now, I must be completely blunt. Slovenia is by far the most challenging country on our list to manage on a $700 budget, as it's part of the Eurozone and the Schengen area. It is absolutely impossible to live in the capital Ljubljana for this amount. However, it is possible to live a simple but exceptionally high-quality life if you choose a smaller town like Maribor, the nation's second-largest city, or one of the many breathtakingly charming towns nestled in the mountains or wine regions. This will be a frugal, minimalist existence, but one surrounded by immense beauty, safety, and cleanliness. In Maribor or a similar-sized town, your only realistic option is to find a room in a shared apartment, known as a soba in a stanovanje. This can range from $250 to $350 a month, often including utilities. A great place to look is the website nepremic9.net. These living situations will be simple, impeccably clean, and safe, often shared with university students or young professionals. A full studio apartment will almost certainly bust the budget, so embracing a co-living mindset is the absolute key to making it work here. For food, you will need to be disciplined. Slovenians have a strong farm-to-table culture, even in their supermarkets. Stores like Hofer, which is Aldi, and Lidl offer fantastic value and surprisingly high-quality local produce, bread, cheese, and meats at a very fair price. To stick to the budget, you will need to cook nearly all your meals. A budget of $200 a month for groceries is realistic if you are a smart and disciplined shopper. A coffee in a cafe will cost about $1.50 to $2, and a cheap lunch out might be $8–10, so eating out becomes a rare, cherished treat on this budget. If your rent includes utilities, that's a massive victory. If not, you must budget around $80 to $100 a month for your share of electricity, heating, water, and internet. The good news is that many smaller Slovenian towns are incredibly walkable and fantastically bike-friendly. In fact, you will likely not need a monthly transport pass at all if you live centrally in a town like Maribor. We can budget just $20 a month for occasional bus rides and another $20 for a phone plan. This budget leaves absolutely zero room for error. It is a minimalist lifestyle, but it is a life lived in one of the safest, cleanest, greenest, and most beautiful countries on Earth. It's a trade-off. Your money doesn't go as far in terms of quantity, but your quality of life in terms of environment, safety, and outdoor access is utterly world-class. Slovenia is an outdoor lover's absolute paradise. This is a country where people genuinely finish work and immediately go for a hike, a bike ride, a trail run, or kayaking. The world-famous Lake Bled, with its island church, looks like it was ripped from the pages of a storybook. The Socha Valley offers emerald green waters for world-class rafting and canyoning. The capital, Ljubljana, is one of the greenest and most livable capitals in Europe, with a completely pedestrianized city center crossed by beautiful bridges. And a huge advantage, nearly everyone, especially the younger generation, speaks flawless English. And finally, the women of Slovenia. They embody the concept of natural beauty. They have a healthy, athletic, outdoorsy look and a sophisticated, understated sense of style. They are not flashy, but what is most captivating is their independence, intelligence, and self-possession. Slovenian society is very egalitarian. Women are highly educated, independent, and career-focused. They are not looking for a man to take care of them financially. They are looking for an equal partner to share life's adventures with. They can be reserved at first and value sincerity, intelligence, and an active lifestyle. A man who is well-read, has interesting hobbies, and is genuinely happy to join her for a 5-hour mountain hike will be far more attractive than someone who just wants to party. For meeting them, hobby and sports clubs are your #1 avenue. Hiking clubs, mountaineering associations, cycling groups, ski clubs in the winter, a shared passion for the outdoors is the ultimate icebreaker in Slovenia. A foreign man's appeal here is not about being an exotic gringo, but about bringing a different cultural perspective to the table. This is not a country for men looking for a traditional wife in an old-fashioned sense. This is a country for men who want a true partner, an equal, a fellow adventurer with whom to explore one of Europe's most spectacular and pristine landscapes. #2, Romania. Next, we journey to Eastern Europe, to a land of Gothic castles, enchanting medieval towns, and a unique, romantic, Latin-based language that sets it apart from all its Slavic neighbors. Welcome to Romania. This is a country shrouded in myth and the legend of Dracula, but the reality on the ground is a place of surprising natural beauty, deep and complex history, and, yes, some of the most intelligent and strikingly beautiful women in all of Europe. For those who crave old-world European charm without the crippling Western European price tag, Romania is a hidden gem that is finally starting to get the international attention it so richly deserves. Living on $700 a month in Romania is very possible, especially if you position yourself outside of the absolute city center of the capital, Bucharest. Fantastic cities like Cluj-Napoca, a major university town and tech hub, Timișoara, Brașov, and Sibiu offer an exceptional quality of life for a fraction of the cost you'd expect. In a vibrant city like Cluj-Napoca, you can find a modern studio or one-bedroom apartment called a garsoniera for around $250 to $350 a month. In smaller but equally beautiful and historic cities like Sibiu in the heart of Transylvania, those prices can be even lower. The best places to look are on local websites like immobiliare.ro or olx.ro. Many of these apartments will be in Soviet-era blocks, but don't let the austere exterior fool you. Many have been fully renovated on the inside to a high modern standard. They are safe, very warm in the winter thanks to thick walls, and part of the authentic local experience. Romanian food is hearty, comforting, and perfect for the cold winters. Signature dishes like sarmal, delicious cabbage rolls stuffed with meat and rice, and mici, grilled minced meat rolls bursting with garlic and spices, are delicious and cheap. But the real savings come from shopping at the local piazza, market, and at budget-friendly European supermarkets like Lidl and Kaufland. Fresh produce, wonderful local cheeses like Telemia, and high-quality meats are all very affordable. You can eat extremely well, cooking most of your meals for about $175 a month. A meal at an inexpensive restaurant will run you about $7 to $8. Utilities are quite reasonable. In a well-insulated apartment, heating in the winter, which is a major cost, plus electricity, gas, and water, will average out to about $70 to $90 a month throughout the year. And here's a perk. Romania boasts some of the fastest and cheapest internet speeds in the world. A gigabit plan can cost as little as $10 a month. Public transport in the cities is efficient and inexpensive, with a monthly pass costing around $17. A budget of $90 a month for utilities and $20 for a transport pass is a safe and realistic bet. This $700 budget is tight, but it works, providing for a comfortable, modern life in the heart of historic Europe. Romania is a country of dramatic contrasts. You have the vibrant, 24/7 chaotic energy of Bucharest, juxtaposed with the timeless, pastoral beauty of the Maramuresh region, where horse-drawn carts are still a common sight. You can explore the legend of Dracula at Bran Castle, hike the stunning and wild Carpathian Mountains, or relax on the surprisingly pleasant Black Sea coast. The younger generation, especially in university cities, is typically multilingual, tech-savvy, and globally minded. Romanians can seem reserved or serious at first, a trait born from a complex history, but once you break that initial barrier, they are warm, witty, and fiercely loyal friends. Now, the women of Romania. They are often a captivating blend of classic Eastern European features and a fiery Latin temperament. They are widely known for being strong-willed, highly intelligent, and refreshingly direct. They are not interested in playing games. If a Romanian woman is interested in you, she will likely let you know through her actions and straightforward conversation. Education is highly valued in Romania, and you will find that a great many women speak excellent English and are well-read and enjoy deep conversations. They appreciate intelligence and a good sense of humor. While modern and independent, many still hold traditional views on relationships, wanting a strong, reliable man who is a true partner in life. Family is important, and meeting the parents is a significant and respected step. They have a certain natural elegance and pride in their appearance, and they expect the same from a man. Dress well for dates, be a gentleman, but do not be patronizing. They are strong women who see themselves as your absolute equal. Honesty and directness are paramount. The appeal of a foreign man often lies in the different worldview he brings, and a more egalitarian approach to relationships. If you are an intelligent, respectful man who can hold a good conversation and who truly appreciates a strong, independent, and beautiful partner, you will find dating in Romania to be a deeply rewarding and intellectually stimulating experience. Number 3, Georgia. At number 3, we travel to the crossroads of Europe and Asia, a country of staggering mountain landscapes, an ancient and unique culture, and a tradition of hospitality so profound it's written into the national identity. Welcome to Georgia. This is the land of the Caucasus Mountains, the birthplace of wine, and home to Tbilisi, a city with a bohemian spirit where historic bathhouses and futuristic architecture coexist. For the man who seeks adventure, deep history, and a culture that revolves around food, wine, and human connection, Georgia is an absolute revelation. A $700 monthly budget in Georgia is not just feasible, it's comfortable. Your money goes a long way here, allowing for a high quality of life. For accommodation, while Tbilisi is the heart of the action, you'll find the best value just outside the heavily touristed Old Town. Look for apartments in neighborhoods like Vera or Vake, which are trendy and safe, but more residential. A modern, well-equipped studio apartment can be yours for about $300 to $400 a month. If you choose a beautiful second city like Batumi on the Black Sea coast or Kutaisi, that price can drop even further. Websites like myhome.ge and local Facebook groups are brimming with rental options. Food in Georgia is a national treasure and incredibly affordable. This is the home of the supra or traditional feast. You must try khachapuri, the iconic cheese-filled bread, and kinkali, hearty meat dumplings. A meal at a local restaurant is a steal, with a spread of dishes costing you maybe $7 to $10. Groceries are even cheaper. Shopping at the local markets, you can fill your kitchen with fresh vegetables, herbs, and local cheeses for around $150 a month, leaving plenty of room for dining out. Utilities are very reasonable, typically running around $50 to $60 a month for electricity, water, and gas. Internet is cheap and fast, about $15 a month. Tbilisi has a metro, but for most travel, you'll use the Marshrutka network, minibuses, or ride-sharing apps like Bolt, which are extremely cheap. A budget of $40 for monthly transportation is more than enough. This budget easily allows for a vibrant social life, weekend trips to the wine country of Kakheti, or hiking in the mountains. The soul of Georgia lies in its people's spirit. They are proud, resilient, and possess a warmth that is truly disarming. Hospitality is the highest virtue. Be prepared to be invited into people's homes for a meal and to be treated as an honored guest. The landscape itself is a character in the story, from the snowy peaks of Kazbegi to the lush vineyards and ancient cave monasteries. To truly connect, attempting to learn a few words of the unique Georgian language will be met with huge appreciation. And the women of Georgia? They are known for their striking beauty, often characterized by dark hair, expressive eyes, and a powerful presence. They possess a fascinating duality of traditional values and a modern, independent streak. Family is incredibly important in Georgian culture, and women are often the strong pillar at the center of the family. They value a man who is strong, confident, and honorable. Chivalry and traditional masculine-feminine dynamics are still very much appreciated. However, they are also highly educated and increasingly career-oriented, especially in Tbilisi. They respect ambition and intelligence. They are not looking for a project, but an equal who is a leader. Being a good host, showing generosity, and appreciating their culture of food and wine are highly attractive traits. Where to meet them? Tbilisi's vibrant cafe culture and its many wine bars are fantastic social hubs. Language exchange events are popular and a great way to meet educated, English-speaking women. As you make friends, the best way to meet a partner is through introductions within a social circle. Dating apps like Tinder are used, but meeting organically is still preferred. A foreign man can be seen as intriguing, offering a different perspective from the very traditional local culture. If you are a confident, respectful man who appreciates a strong woman and is willing to immerse yourself in one of the world's most hospitable cultures, you may find an incredible partner in Georgia. Number 4. Albania. Our number 4 spot takes us to a true hidden corner of the Mediterranean, a country that was isolated for decades, but is now emerging as one of Europe's most exciting and affordable destinations. Welcome to Albania. This is the land of the stunning Albanian Riviera, with beaches that rival those of Greece and Italy for a fraction of the price. It's a country of dramatic mountains, ancient Ottoman towns, and a capital, Tirana, that buzzes with colorful energy and a surprisingly cool cafe culture. For a man seeking Mediterranean beauty and lifestyle on a Balkan budget, Albania is a spectacular choice. A $700 per month budget in Albania is very comfortable. This amount allows you to live well, especially outside the peak tourist season along the coast. For accommodation, the capital, Tirana, offers the most options. A modern one-bedroom apartment in a good neighborhood like Boloku, the trendy heart of the city, can be found for $300 to $350 a month. If you prefer the sea breeze, cities like Saranda or Vlora offer incredible value, especially if you secure a long-term winter rental. In these coastal cities, prices can drop to $250 to $300 a month for a place with a sea view. Food is a wonderful fusion of Mediterranean and Balkan flavors, emphasizing fresh seafood, lamb, and vegetables. It's also incredibly cheap. You can enjoy a fantastic meal at a local restaurant for $6 to $8. The daily ritual of the evening, shiro or stroll, always involves stopping for a coffee or a beer, which costs around $1. Cooking at home is even more economical. The local markets are full of fresh, delicious produce, and a monthly grocery bill of $175 is very realistic, allowing you to enjoy a healthy Mediterranean diet. Utilities are affordable, generally costing around $60 to $70 a month for water, electricity, and trash service. High-speed internet is readily available for about $20. Cities are very walkable, and for longer distances, a network of furgons, minibuses, can take you almost anywhere in the country for a few dollars. A monthly transportation budget of $30 is plenty. This budget leaves you with a good amount of disposable income to explore the country's UNESCO sites like Butrint and Gjirokastër. The soul of Albania is found in its dramatic landscapes and the unique character of its people. The Code of Besa, a pledge of honor meaning to keep the promise, is a foundational part of the culture, signifying loyalty and trustworthiness. Albanians can appear stoic at first, but they are a passionate, friendly, and curious people, especially towards foreigners, as tourism is still relatively new. The country is a land of breathtaking beauty, from the accursed mountains in the north to the turquoise waters of the Ionian coast. Albanian women are known for their striking Mediterranean looks and strong personalities. They are a captivating mix of modern European sensibilities and deeply rooted traditional values. Family is the central unit of Albanian life, and women are the respected core of the household. They value family honor and loyalty above all. When dating, you are not just getting to know her, but her entire family's story. Albanian women appreciate a man who is confident, family-oriented, and shows respect for their elders and traditions. They take pride in their appearance and appreciate a man who is well-groomed and carries himself with confidence. While society is still quite traditional, the younger generation of women, especially in Tirana, are educated, worldly, and ambitious. For meeting people, Tirana's Boloku district is the place to be. It's packed with trendy cafes and bars bustling day and night, making it a very social environment. The coastal towns are also very social during the summer. Dating apps are used, but personal introductions and meeting through friends are still very common. Foreign men are often viewed with great curiosity. Be a gentleman, show genuine interest in their unique history and culture, and display strong family values, and you will be warmly welcomed. The warmth and loyalty of an Albanian woman can be the foundation for a beautiful life in this hidden Mediterranean paradise. Number 5. Mexico. Coming in at number 5, we head to North America, to a country that is a universe unto itself, a land of vibrant colors, ancient civilizations, world-class cuisine, and a passion for life that is contagious. Welcome to Mexico. Too often reduced to its resort towns, the real Mexico is a tapestry of diverse landscapes, from deserts and jungles to mountains and mega cities. It offers one of the best value propositions in the world for a rich, culturally immersive life. Living well on $700 a month in Mexico is highly achievable, provided you steer clear of the main tourist traps like Cancun, Tulum, or Los Cabos, and the priciest neighborhoods of Mexico City. The key is to choose one of Mexico's beautiful and culturally rich smaller cities. Think of places like Oaxaca, famous for its food and art, Mérida in the Yucatan, known for its safety and colonial architecture, or Querétaro, a clean and prosperous city in the Central Highlands. In these cities, you can find a comfortable one-bedroom apartment for $300 to $400 a month. Use local Facebook groups and walk around neighborhoods you like, colonias, looking for "Se renta" signs. Food is where you will not only save money but have a world-class culinary experience every single day. Mexican food is a UNESCO intangible cultural heritage, and for good reason. You can get 3 delicious street tacos for $1 or $2, a filling comida corrida, a set lunch with soup, a main dish, sides, and a drink, costs about $4 to $5. You can feast on street food and market meals and spend no more than $200 a month. Cooking at home with ingredients from the vibrant local mercados is just as cheap and joyful. Utilities are generally inexpensive. Expect to pay around $40 to $50 a month for electricity, water, and gas. A good internet and phone plan will be about $35. Most of these colonial cities are very walkable, and local buses are extremely cheap. A monthly budget of $40 for transportation is ample. This budget easily allows for you to explore nearby ruins, take Spanish classes, and enjoy a vibrant social life. The soul of Mexico is in its fiestas, its family gatherings, and its deep connection to a history that is thousands of years old. It's a country of incredible warmth and human connection. People are friendly, expressive, and social. Life is lived in the streets, in the plazas, and in the markets. Learning Spanish is absolutely essential, not just for logistics, but to unlock the heart and soul of the culture and its people. There is always a festival, a local holiday, or a reason to celebrate. Mexican women are as diverse as the country itself, renowned for their beauty, which ranges from indigenous to European features and every combination in between. They are generally warm, family-oriented, and expressive. The family, La Familia, is the absolute center of Mexican society. If you date a Mexican woman, you will be introduced to her parents, siblings, aunts, uncles, and cousins relatively quickly if she is serious. Gaining their approval is crucial. They are looking for a man who is a caballero, a gentleman. This means being respectful, confident, and attentive. Show your interest, take the lead in making plans, and be affectionate. A good sense of humor and the ability to not take yourself too seriously are also highly valued. Passion is a key part of the culture, and relationships are no exception. Where can you meet people? The central plazas, zócalos, in any Mexican city are the social heart, especially on weekend evenings. Joining a dance class, salsa or cumbia, is a fantastic way to meet people. Language schools and intercambio events are also great. Dating apps are popular, but be prepared for a more traditional courtship process. Foreign men are often found attractive, but your success will depend entirely on your willingness to embrace the culture, your effort to speak Spanish, and your ability to be a true caballero. If you can do that, the love and loyalty of a Mexican woman is a powerful and life-changing force. Number 6. Colombia. We're staying in Latin America for our number 6 pick, journeying to the vibrant, passionate heart of South America, Colombia. For years, this incredible country was unfairly associated with a dangerous past, but today, it has undergone one of the most inspiring and remarkable transformations on the planet. Modern Colombia is a thriving hub of innovation, art, music, and unparalleled natural beauty. It's a country of passionate, resilient people, of world-famous coffee that scents the mountain air, and a rhythm, salsa, that gets into your soul and demands that you move. And yes, it is home to some of the most famously beautiful, charismatic, and captivatingly feminine women in the entire world. Now, a $700 a month budget in Colombia is tight, I won't lie. It's doable, but it requires you to be smart and choose your location wisely. You won't be living a life of luxury in the upscale, foreigner-heavy El Poblado neighborhood of Medellin, but you absolutely can live a very comfortable, exciting, and socially rich life. The absolute key is to live outside the most expensive gringo bubbles. In Medellin, for example, instead of El Poblado, check out incredible neighborhoods like Laureles, Envigado, or Sabaneta. These areas are leafy, safe, clean, and filled with amazing local restaurants, cafes, and parks, offering much better value for your money. A private room in a shared apartment or even a small studio, known as an apartamento, can be found in these neighborhoods for $200 to $300 a month. In other fantastic cities like Manizales or Pereira in the beautiful coffee region, or the university city of Bucaramanga, your money goes even further. For food, your secret weapon is the glorious Menu del Dia, the menu of the day. For about $3 to $4, you'll be served a feast. A hearty soup, a main plate with your choice of meat, chicken or fish, rice, a small salad or beans, a drink, and often a small, sweet dessert. Eat this every day for lunch, and your food budget will be easily managed. Groceries from budget supermarkets like D1 or Justo and Bueno are also very cheap. A monthly food budget of $175 is very reasonable. Colombian apartments are stratified by estrato, a socioeconomic scale from 1 to 6. If you wisely rent in a comfortable estrato 3 or 4 neighborhood, your utilities, water, electricity, gas, will be quite affordable, around $40 a month. High-speed internet is reliable and costs about $25. Medellin boasts a world-class metro system that is clean, safe, and cheap. A monthly budget of $40 for transportation will easily cover all your needs. This budget is tight, but it works, leaving a little room for a weekend trip to a coffee farm or essential salsa classes. To live in Colombia is to feel a passion for life that is palpable in the air. The people, despite a difficult history, are some of the most welcoming, optimistic, and proud people you will ever meet. Learning Spanish is not just recommended here, it is essential. It will open up a world of deeper connection, understanding, and, of course, romance. And the women of Colombia, the paisas from the Medellin region in particular, are renowned for their beauty. But to focus only on their looks is to miss the vast majority of what makes them special. They are incredibly family-oriented, proudly feminine, and deeply passionate. They take great pride in their appearance, and they appreciate a man who does the same. A Colombian woman is often the heart of her family, fiercely loyal and supportive. In return, she wants a man who is confident, decisive, and a gentleman in the traditional sense. Take the lead, make the plans, and be clear about your romantic intentions. Chivalry is alive and well in Colombia. And you must learn to dance, or at least be willing to try. Dancing is a massive part of the culture. Salsa classes and social dance nights are the #1 way to meet people. Language exchanges or intercambios are also perfect, low-pressure environments. Your dating life will be 100 times better if you can communicate fluently in Spanish. To build a real connection, you need to be a man of substance. Show her that you are stable, respectful, and genuinely invested in her and her culture. If you do, the passion and warmth of a Colombian woman can make your new life truly extraordinary. Number 7. Bolivia. At number 7, we climb high into the Andes to explore South America's most rugged, most indigenous, and most affordable country. Welcome to Bolivia. This is a land of superlatives, the world's highest capital city, the largest salt flat, and some of the most dramatic and untouched landscapes on the continent. It's a country that feels a world away, offering a truly unique cultural experience and a cost of living that is almost unbelievably low. For the true adventurer who values authenticity over comfort and wants to see a side of South America few experience, Bolivia is an unparalleled destination. Living on $700 a month in Bolivia isn't just possible. It's living very, very well. This budget will afford you a lifestyle that would cost several $1,000s in the West. For accommodation, avoid the high altitude and hustle of La Paz. Instead, consider the beautiful constitutional capital, Sucre, known as the White City for its pristine colonial architecture, or Cochabamba, the City of Eternal Spring, famed for its pleasant climate and culinary scene. In either city, you can rent a large, comfortable 1- or 2-bedroom apartment in a good neighborhood for $200 to $250 a month. Food is ridiculously cheap and delicious. The heart of Bolivian food is the almuerzo, or set lunch. For about $2 to $3, you will get a soup, a main dish like pique macho or silpancho, a dessert, and a drink. The local markets, or mercados, are vibrant and overflowing with produce from the Altiplano and the Amazon. You can eat like a king, cooking at home and eating out frequently, on a budget of $125 a month. Utilities are negligible, often costing as little as $25 to $35 a month for electricity, water, and gas. Internet can be a bit slower than in other countries, but it's improving and costs around $30 a month. Transportation is mostly done in trufis, shared taxis running fixed routes, or microbuses with rides costing less than 50 cents. You could spend less than $20 a month on transport. This budget leaves you with hundreds of dollars in disposable income to explore the Salar de Uyuni, the Amazon jungle, or take Spanish lessons. The soul of Bolivia is its powerful connection to its indigenous roots. Over 60% of the population is of indigenous heritage, and their traditions, languages, and vibrant dress are a part of daily life. It is a country of raw, untamed beauty. The people can be more reserved and shy than in other Latin American countries, but they possess a quiet dignity and warmth once you get to know them. Speaking Spanish is absolutely mandatory to have any meaningful interaction. Bolivian women are often characterized by their beautiful indigenous features, warm smiles, and a generally more conservative and traditional nature. This is a very family-centric and traditional society. Women are often the bedrock of the family, and they value a man who is responsible, hardworking, and respectful of tradition. They are not looking for a fleeting romance. They are looking for a stable, long-term partner. Public displays of affection are less common, and the courtship process is much slower and more formal than in the West. You must be a patient and respectful gentleman. Learning about and showing respect for their culture is paramount. Where to meet people? For an outsider, this can be the most challenging aspect. The best way is through social activities that foster trust over time. Taking Spanish classes at a school in Sucre is an excellent start. Participating in volunteer work or joining local sports or music groups can also help you integrate. Dating apps are not widely used outside of a very small circle in La Paz. The foreign men who succeed here are not party boys. They are men who are calm, respectful, and genuinely interested in building a life in Bolivia. For the man who values tradition and is willing to invest the time to earn trust, a relationship with a Bolivian woman can be incredibly loyal and rewarding. Number 8. The Philippines. At number 8, we return to Southeast Asia, to an enchanting archipelago of over 7,000 islands, a nation where English is an official language and the smiles are as warm and plentiful as the tropical sun, the Philippines. If your ideal life involves some of the world's most stunningly beautiful beaches, a culture that is incredibly friendly, outgoing, and deeply family-oriented, then start packing your bags. The Philippines offers an extremely affordable cost of living and a dating culture that is uniquely accessible for foreigners, largely thanks to the lack of a language barrier and the naturally sociable, cheerful nature of its people. Living on $700 a month in the Philippines is not just a possibility, it's a comfortable reality, especially if you avoid the most expensive, congested parts of Metro Manila and the high-end tourist resorts. The key is to find your own little slice of paradise in a smaller city or a laid-back coastal town. The business districts of Manila, like Makati or Bonifacio Global City, will evaporate your budget in an instant. The smart move is to look at cities like Cebu City, which has its own international airport and big city amenities. Or even better, Dumaguete, known as the City of Gentle People, or Iloilo, a rising star. In these secondary cities, finding a simple but comfortable studio or one-bedroom apartment for $150 to $250 a month is standard. How? The boots-on-the-ground method is king. Arrive, book a guest house for a week, and start exploring different barangays, which are local neighborhoods. Also, Facebook groups for expats and locals in these cities are a massive resource for finding rentals. When it comes to food, you will live like a king. Filipino food is soulful, savory, and incredibly cheap. The local carinderias, or small family-run eateries, will become your best friend. a hearty meal consisting of a generous portion of rice and two choices of ulam. Dishes like the famous chicken adobo or the sour soup sinigang will only set you back about $1.50 to $2. Public markets are a spectacle of abundance, overflowing with an array of tropical fruits and vegetables for pennies on the dollar. If you enjoy cooking your own meals, you can easily keep your monthly food budget well under $150. Electricity is pricier here than in other Southeast Asian countries, so using a fan instead of a power-hungry air conditioner will be a major money saver. Budget around $40 to $50 a month for power if you're careful. A decent high-speed internet plan will be about $30. For getting around, the iconic and colorfully decorated jeepneys are the cheapest way, with rides costing just a few cents. This budget is not just for survival, it allows for a genuinely enjoyable life. But the real magic of the Philippines is its people and its nature. This is a country where strangers will sincerely invite you to join their family gathering. It's a place where karaoke is not just a hobby, but a national sport, and the natural beauty is simply staggering. You can swim with whale sharks in Oslob, or surf the legendary waves of Siargao. The fact that you can communicate easily in English with almost everyone removes a huge barrier and allows you to integrate into the social fabric almost immediately. Now, let's talk about Filipinas. They are known worldwide for their beauty, of course, but what truly makes them special is their character. They are generally warm, cheerful, fiercely loyal, incredibly family-oriented, and possess a unique blend of traditional Asian values and a comfort with Western culture. The family is everything. If you date a Filipina, you are not just dating her. You are building a relationship with her entire family. Show them respect, and you will be welcomed with open arms. Stability, loyalty, and a good sense of humor are highly attractive qualities. So where can you meet these wonderful women? The mall culture is central to social life. Attending local festivals or fiestas is an amazing way to experience the culture. But the biggest tool by far is dating apps. Apps like Filipino Cupid, Tinder, and Bumble are incredibly popular and effective. You'll find many Filipinas are very open to dating foreigners, who are often perceived as being more loyal and family-focused. If you are a respectful, kind, and engaging person, building a beautiful relationship in the Philippines isn't just possible, it's one of the most rewarding experiences you can have. Number 9. Cambodia. Our 9th destination brings us back to the heart of Southeast Asia, to a kingdom of ancient wonders, incredible resilience, and some of the friendliest people on earth. Welcome to Cambodia. Home to the magnificent Angkor Wat, Cambodia is a country that will touch your soul with its tragic history and its people's optimistic, gentle spirit. It offers a laid-back, tropical lifestyle at one of the lowest costs of living you can find anywhere in the world. For the man with a patient heart and a love for history and tranquil living, Cambodia is a true gem. A $700 a month budget in Cambodia is not just easy, it's a life of abundance. You will have a huge amount of disposable income on this budget. In terms of accommodation, you can live very well. In popular expatriate hubs like Siem Reap, the gateway to Angkor Wat, or the sleepy riverside town of Kampot, you can rent a Western-style one-bedroom apartment, often with a swimming pool and security, for $200 to $300 a month. If you choose a more local-style apartment, that price can drop to $150. Food is delicious and incredibly cheap. The national dish is fish amak, a fragrant curry steamed in a banana leaf. A delicious meal at a local Khmer restaurant will cost you $2 to $3. Street food, from savory noodle soups to grilled meats on skewers, is everywhere and costs less than $1 per item. A monthly food budget of $150 would be very generous, allowing you to eat out for almost every meal. Beer famously costs as little as 50 cents a glass. Utilities are very cheap. Electricity is the main expense if you use a lot of AC, but you can expect your total monthly utility bill to be around $40 to $50. A fast internet connection costs about $20. Getting around is primarily done with tuk-tuks, and with ride-sharing apps like Grab and PassApp, a ride across town costs only $1 or $2. A budget of $30 a month for transport is plenty. This budget means you will be saving hundreds of dollars each month. The soul of Cambodia is defined by the Khmer people. Despite the unimaginable trauma of the Khmer Rouge regime in the not-so-distant past, they are remarkably kind, gentle, and quick to smile. There is a joie de vivre and a peacefulness to daily life. Life moves at a slower pace here. The history is profound, dominated by the legacy of the Angkorian Empire, whose temples are scattered throughout the country. It's a place that encourages introspection and appreciation for the simpler things in life. Cambodian women are known for their gentle nature, their beautiful smiles, and their traditional values. They are often shy and modest with a quiet strength. This is a very traditional and conservative Buddhist country. Family and community are the pillars of society. Women are expected to be modest and are often the caregivers of the family. They are not looking for a casual fling. Relationships are seen as a serious path towards marriage. A man who is loud, aggressive, or disrespectful will not be well received. They value a man who is calm, gentle, kind, and can provide a sense of security and stability. Where do you meet Cambodian women? This is not a culture of overt flirting or cold approaching. The nightlife in Phnom Penh or Siem Reap is primarily for tourists and not the place to find a serious partner. The best approach is to become a part of the community, make local friends, frequent the same cafes and restaurants, and let relationships develop organically. Dating apps are used, but be very clear about your intentions to find a serious partner. A foreign man is often seen as a good provider and a desirable partner, but this comes with a responsibility to be an honorable and respectful man. If you are patient and kind, a relationship with a Cambodian woman can be a deeply loving, loyal, and life-affirming partnership. Number 10, Vietnam. We conclude our list back in Southeast Asia, with a country that is a complete symphony for the senses, Vietnam. This is a land of emerald green rice paddies that stretch to the horizon, of cities that buzz with a chaotic yet utterly charming energy. It's a nation forged in a history that is both tragic and triumphant, with a culinary scene that will redefine your relationship with food, all without blowing your budget. For the adventurous soul, Vietnam isn't just a place to visit, it's a place to feel truly alive. And for the man seeking a partner who embodies grace, resilience, and timeless traditional values with a sharp, modern mind, Vietnam is a destination you simply cannot ignore. So, can you really live here on $700 a month? The answer is a definitive, resounding yes, but it requires you to live like a savvy local, not a freewheeling first-week tourist. Let's break it down into a real-world plan. Your biggest key to affordability is finding a local-style apartment. Forget the expat-focused high-rises in District 1 of Ho Chi Minh City. Instead, look to vibrant, authentic neighborhoods like Binh Thanh or District 4. Or consider setting up your home base in a dynamic city like Da Nang or the culture-rich capital Hanoi. In these places, you can find a fully furnished studio or a one-bedroom apartment for an astonishing $200 to $275 a month. Now for food, where Vietnam truly becomes a paradise on a dime. A steaming, fragrant bowl of pho soup from a street vendor that has been perfecting their recipe for generations. About $1.50. A banh mi sandwich, that perfect fusion of French colonial legacy and Vietnamese flavor. Less than a single dollar. If you enjoy cooking, local markets are a feast for the senses and incredibly cheap. A monthly food budget of $150 isn't just realistic. It's practically a gourmet allowance. Utilities will barely make a dent. Electricity should be around $30 a month. A shockingly fast, high-speed internet connection is about $12 a month, and a local phone plan with tons of data is maybe $5. For transport, do as the locals do. Embrace the organized chaos of the scooter, or use ride-sharing apps like Grab, where a trip across town often costs just a couple of dollars. Let's budget a generous $40 a month for all your transport needs. This budget is more than survivable. It's comfortable, leaving you a cushion for visa runs and domestic travel. Living in Vietnam is about so much more than the low cost. It's about the daily ritual of drinking a strong, sweet café suaja on a tiny plastic stool on the sidewalk. It's about being able to take a weekend trip to the mist-covered mountains of Sapa or getting lost in the magical, lantern-lit streets of Hoi An. The country throbs with a forward-moving energy and a youthful optimism that is infectious. And what about the women of Vietnam? They are often described as graceful, possessing an understated elegance and a quiet, formidable strength. But beyond that, they are also increasingly educated, ambitious, and deeply curious about the world. Family is the absolute cornerstone of Vietnamese society, and this value is woven into the fabric of dating. Outward displays of wealth are far less important than demonstrating that you are a kind, respectful, and responsible man. Learning even a few basic phrases in Vietnamese will be seen as a massive gesture of respect and will open doors for you. For meeting someone, think outside the box. Nightlife is an option, but for more meaningful connections, try language exchange cafes, social hobby groups, or let your new local friends introduce you to their circles. The appeal of a Western man often lies in the perception that he is more of an equal partner in a relationship. If you are genuine, respectful, and show a sincere willingness to embrace their beautiful and complex culture, you won't just find a cheap place to live in Vietnam, you might just find your home. So there you have it. 10 countries, 10 detailed blueprints for a brand new life. From the pristine nature and cool sophistication of Slovenia to the vibrant chaos and rich traditions of Vietnam, the world is overflowing with incredible places where you can live a richer, fuller, and more meaningful life for less. This journey isn't just about finding a cheap place to live. That's just the first step. It's about respectfully embracing new cultures, showing humility, learning new languages, and being radically open to new experiences. The low cost of living gets you in the door, but genuine connection with the place and, most importantly, with its people, is what will ultimately make you stay. The adventure of a lifetime is closer and more affordable than you ever imagined. So, my question for you is, which country is calling your name? Which one sparked a fire in you? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single one. And if this video inspired you and opened your mind, do me a huge favor. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and be sure to ring that notification bell so you don't miss our next adventure. Until next time, keep exploring.